Patrick Mahomes is on the cusp of playing in his fifth finals in the last 6 seasons. That is something that has not been accomplished in the National Football League since the Giants in the late 50s and early 60s. And if Mahomes does it, he will once again shut out Josh Allen from reaching the big game, the same thing he did to Lamar Jackson a year ago. This is a level of one-sided dominance that we have never seen in the NFL. If you think about it, even during Tom Brady's reign, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning, Big Ben, Aaron Rodgers, all of them won championships. What Patrick is doing transcends football. It reminds me of another GOAT who used to wear red and white. Michael Jordan won 6 titles in the 90s and stunted the legacies of the other great players of his time.
Moments later.
On Sunday, we will see if Allen can break through, have his 2006 Peyton Manning moment. If he does, then maybe this whole conversation changes. But if he doesn't, then one of the most prolific winners in the history of sports will continue to add to his legacy while his team of rivals will just have to continue to wait.
Thank you, Mike Greenberg, the man, the myth, the legend, better known as Patrick Mahomes. This is Sports Guy talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about how Patrick Mahomes is destroying the NFL with his winning ways. The Chiefs are in the AFC Championship game for the 7th straight season as they will be playing against the Bills at home. Although the Chiefs finished the season with a 15-2 record, one of their 2 losses came against the Bills back in November. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with the topic question. So here it is. Will Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs advance to the Super Bowl again? I've been going back and forth on this. I've slept on one side of the bed. I've slept on the other side of my bed in my sleep. And I've been having a difficult time deciding who is going to win because both of these teams are evenly matched top to bottom. They're both well coached. They both have excellent quarterbacks. They both have good defenses. They both have good running games. They both have good receivers. They're good in pretty much everything. But at the end of the day, one side has Patrick Mahomes while the other side has Josh Allen. And even though Josh Allen is a great quarterback, Patrick Mahomes is even better than Josh Allen. This is not a knock on Josh Allen's abilities. This is more of how I feel about Patrick Mahomes. When I watch Patrick Mahomes play, he is already the 2nd greatest quarterback to have ever played the game of professional football. The Kansas City Chiefs have the ultimate cheat code in Patrick Mahomes, while the Buffalo Bills don't have the ultimate cheat code to use whenever things get tough. Obviously, the Kansas City Chiefs also have the refs on their side. It's no secret that the refs love the Kansas City Chiefs. A lot of people wonder why the Chiefs are always favored by the refs, but really the answer to that question is simple. Patrick Mahomes. Everybody likes watching Patrick Mahomes play. Whether you love him or hate him, he is must-watch TV, and we all know that Patrick Mahomes is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game of football. Patrick Mahomes is the golden boy in a golden era where you can't even hit quarterbacks in general. So, of course, Patrick Mahomes is going to be able to get away with flopping. Therefore, Patrick Mahomes is able to destroy the NFL with his dominance. We all know Patrick Mahomes is one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game of football, but when he has the refs on his side, he is virtually unbeatable. There's a reason why the Kansas City Chiefs continue to win one-score games. Whenever Patrick Mahomes touches the ball, especially late in the game, you know Patrick Mahomes is going to come out of that game victorious, unless if he's playing against Tom Brady, but that's another story for another day. When I watch Patrick Mahomes play, I think about the fact how he is the ultimate cheat code to professional football. You don't ever bet against Patrick Mahomes in big games. I've learned that lesson several times. I'm not going to do it here. I'm picking the Kansas City Chiefs to beat the Buffalo Bills. I understand that Josh Allen is having an MVP caliber season, but when I watch Patrick Mahomes play, I'm thinking to myself, this is going to be the first quarterback to ever pull off a three-peat. Nobody in the NFL has ever won 3 consecutive Super Bowls, but I truly believe Patrick Mahomes is going to be able to do that because he's going to be able to beat the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship game. He is a special player to watch, and he is also the ultimate cheat code to have. We talk about having cheat codes at the quarterback position often, but Patrick Mahomes is the king of that. There's a reason why Patrick Mahomes can win every one-score game, and if he doesn't win every one-score game, well then he's probably blowing out the opponent. It's almost like Patrick Mahomes was born on planet Mars because he is simply not a human being. I also want to show you guys this clip of Dan Orlovsky talking about the Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes rivalry. I like the analogies that he used in the Get Up video that I am about to show you guys. I found them rather interesting. Roll the film.
You got to go knock off the Giant. Patrick's the Giant. No one cares about your stats in this game. You have to go into the belly of the beast and take him down. You got to go be Rocky and knock out Drago. That's what it is. And they know it and he knows it. Remember, Peyton Manning did not become Peyton Manning till he beat Tom Brady when?
2006?
In the playoffs.
Right. Yeah.
You got to go get it done. This is your best chance. It's the most complete football team you have. It's the most vulnerable Kansas City's been in relation to how you can compete against them. Josh Allen, if you want to be remembered for something more than like, hey, you were a good player, you got to go knock off Patrick Mahomes.
Correct! There you go, Dan Orlovsky. What is up with this Dan Orlovsky guy? He has been making good takes all week long, something that I haven't said about Dan Orlovsky too often. Usually when you think about Dan Orlovsky, he's an absolute clown. But when it has come to takes about the NFL playoffs this year, I cannot help but find myself agreeing with Dan Orlovsky on a lot of these takes. Dan Orlovsky has said a lot of truth, and I agree with everything that he had to say about Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. Josh Allen has not been able to beat Patrick Mahomes in the NFL playoffs. That has been the biggest problem in Josh Allen's NFL career. It's not even because Josh Allen is a bad quarterback, but Patrick Mahomes is such a great quarterback that it is virtually impossible to beat Patrick Mahomes. In order to beat Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, especially during the playoffs, you have to be able to play a perfect game. If you don't play a perfect game, you're not going to win. You have to show up on offense. You have to show up on defense. You have to show up on special teams. If you don't show up in one of those three phases, you are simply going to lose the game. Remember the 13-second game in 2021? This was between the Bills and Chiefs. Josh Allen scores the game-winning touchdown not once but twice, only for it to get wiped away because of Patrick Mahomes' greatness. I remember he threw the touchdown to make the score 36-33. Then Patrick Mahomes in 13 seconds drives his team down the field. He gets his team a field goal, and then they go in overtime. The Chiefs, they go on to win the game. That's how great Patrick Mahomes has been in general. I'm afraid when you watch Patrick Mahomes play, we all know that the Kansas City Chiefs are aided by the referees, but even if they aren't aided by the referees, they're still going to beat the Buffalo Bills. But with the refs, it's going to help topple that. Obviously, the Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes rivalry games always come down to the wire. I think it's going to come down to whoever has the ball last, and in this case, Patrick Mahomes is the one that has the ball last. I got the Bills taking a lead in the fourth quarter, but with under 2 minutes left to go, Patrick Mahomes drives his team down the field. They're going to be able to drain out the rest of the clock, and guess what? Harrison Butker is going to hit the game-winning field goal as time expires. It's going to be a walk-off field goal. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to beat the Buffalo Bills to go back to the Super Bowl for the third straight season. The final score of this game is going to be 24-22 Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes will once again deliver another game-winning drive in the playoffs, particularly against the Bills, as Josh Allen will not have a chance to touch the ball late in the game. It's going to be a good game, that's for sure. Of course, referees might also make a late call against the Bills. The Chiefs are going to be able to escape out of this game with a win. Whoever wins the Bills-Chiefs game is going to go on to win the Super Bowl regardless of the opponent. I'm a believer in the Bills. I'm a believer in the Chiefs. This is going to be the real version of the Super Bowl because I believe that the Chiefs will beat whoever is in front of them. Same thing for the Bills. Either way, though, we are going to be watching greatness between the Bills and Chiefs. Josh Allen is one of the top quarterbacks in the league. Same thing for Patrick Mahomes. We all know Patrick Mahomes is the gold standard of NFL quarterbacks. Give me the Chiefs over the Bills. So that is why Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs will advance to the Super Bowl again, as the Chiefs will beat the Bills by the score of 24-22. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking. Like the video and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That'll be for the @DustinNashTran Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram @DustinNashTran, and that's Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter @DustinNashTran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.